too. I mean, he's got a bigger body than Michael. He's stronger. He jumps just as high, big as hands, but he's just got so much power to go with that.
It's a combination of Dominique and Michael right here. It's a combination.
Plus, I think he's a little bit more of a show-off, too.
You see that swagger? He's looking at me like I'm supposed to say something. He's got the swagger. He's got it all. The same kind of swagger that the Dominiques and the Jordans have.
All right, Vince Carter with his first on the final round.
Ladies, wait, timeout. Timeout. Can I take a timeout?
Have we ever seen that before?
Can I take a timeout?
I saw him rubbing his upper arm, and I was wondering what he was doing. He was just cleaning it off, making sure there was nothing slippery there, because he knew how far into the rim he was going.
Wait a moment, Dan. Have you ever seen that?
I've never seen that before. I'm not sure the guy can't go in through the rim head first.
Hey, let's see if there's a trampoline out there when he's doing this stuff. The mascots left the trampoline out there, I think.
You know, we used to hear of people taking quarters off the top of the glass and maybe leaving change. That's about as close as you will come to seeing that. That was unbelievable.
That way Butch Carter to just fall off his chair when he sees this guy hanging up on the rim like that, worried about his shoulder.
I don't think they have an alley-oop play in Toronto. What you doing up there, Butch Carter? Wait a minute.
Make that another 50 for Vince Carter. Now look at the jump meter. And Steve Francis still with the best vertical leap at 40 inches with that first dunk in round one. All right, Steve Francis being urged on by supporters. This the second dunk of the final round for Francis.
He's allowed to replace that dunk now. He gets the opportunity to replace one missed dunk in the final.
I know, but it doesn't matter now. He got 43 in his first dunk. He was right. I think he's done. I think Vince can just go up and dunk it any way he wants for 50.
He's got the wind knocked out of his sails right now. He doesn't even feel like doing it, I don't think, Stevie.
Come on, man.
I'm going to give you something if you do something good for us, baby.
Steve getting some advice from Jerome Williams of the Detroit Pistons. Asking Jason Williams of Sacramento to step back, looking for the room. This is the final round. Vince Carter opened with a 50. Tracy McGrady with a 45. Steve Francis with a 43.
He got big numbers with that one. Big numbers.
That's awesome.
So the crowd responding to Steve Francis. Let's see how the judges respond.
Well, I had to give him a 10 ball. You know, it wasn't a sympathy 10 either. This guy really went up and got this. He could have said, I'm just going to leave the competition, but he goes up, cocks it between the legs and throws it down.
That's unbelievable, guy. Yeah, I mean, he's 6'2", but he doesn't have short arms or big hands. I mean, that is awesome what he just did right there. This guy would win it a lot of years.
Kenny, you have become more and more compassionate as the competition has moved on.
Well, you know, he did a great job. You had to give him the props for that one. Putting it through his legs, coming back. But this young man, I think, has something in store for us, too.
They didn't want me to win today.
So Steve Francis with a 48, tacked down to the 43. 91 is his score for the final. And here's Tracy McGrady, who opened up with a 45 on this final round.
Imagine if they put a little pressure on Vince going into the last jump.
Let's go!
And McGrady not able to connect.
Does that count? We need to know if that's a count. Leon Wood. We need to talk to Leon Wood.
No, he gets another opportunity.
You know, Tracy's just having trouble getting the ball high enough, don't you think, Kenny? He's just throwing the passes too low.
Because it gets the whole crowd involved when the ball is in the air, and it makes it a little bit better.
So So that will do it for Tracy McGrady. And it will come down to Vince Carter, who opened up with a 50 on his first slam of this final round.
Danny, how high do you think he tries to bring his difficulty up here on the last dunk? Obviously, he's got to finish it off. He's got to make the basket at the end, but then how much they add to it?
Now, Vince Carter needs 42, just a 42 for the victory. McGrady got a 32 on that second attempt for a 77, so he will finish third. Carter has put up a 50, a 49, a 50, and a 50.
Half man, half amazing.
Well, he gets 2 tries at it, too, because you get a replacement dunk in this last round, so I think that we know who won this right here.
Once again, Vince measuring. Would love to conclude with an explosion.
You know you're good when the contestants come to the other side to watch you. That's truly meaning that you're half man, half amazing. Vince Carter, the NBA dunk champion. I'm crowning him right now, Mom.
They are standing here at the arena in Oakland. And as you mentioned, Kenny, the other NBA players going to the other end of the court. Photographers also making a move. Everyone standing. Here comes Carter and puts it down.
He goes 2 hands from the free throw line instead of 1.
As we said, needs only a 42 for the victory.
Well, that'll give 42, but Kenny better not give him a 10 this time.
I think that was a smart dunk. That was a smart safety dunk.
Absolutely.
He elevated, he took off close to the foul line, but he knew what he needed to win. That's a smart dunk at the end to get the championship.
And it's a great dunk. 2 hands from as far as he jumped off, but very safe, and he's saving something for next year.
You know what, Danny? That was a 9, but I owed him 1, so I gave him a 10.
What a generous guy. Well, down through the years, there have been a number of terrific free throw style dunks. Here's a look at Vince Carter once again, who ends up with a 48 on that second dunk for a total of 98. And here's a look, Julius Erving with a similar move, but went to the one hand. Michael Jordan. Slam, another memorable stuff. And Brent Barry a couple of years ago, again, straight down the lane for the one-hand job. And here is Vince Carter, who is the champion of the NBA.com slam dunk competition. Carter concludes with a 98. Steve Francis, the runner-up, followed by Tracy McGrady. Here's Craig with Vince.
All right, Vince. Flying, skying, swooping, but hanging by your elbow on the rim. What was the best dunk you think of the day?
I don't know. I like the bounce with between the legs, because that was the first time I've ever done that. That was off the fly. I thought about it right before I went, and I'm just happy I made it. But you know, it feels good right now. I'm just shocked.
Before that final dunk, you knew you had it won, but still a spectacular dunk. 2 hands from the foul line.
Well, not quite foul line, and you know, I like to get that opportunity to try that again. You know, but it feels good right now. I mean, I think everybody did a great job, and you know, I'm just happy to win.
You obviously impressed everybody here in the arena, the millions watching on television. But when you look over there and see your fellow pros who are in awe, what does that make you feel?
It feels good, because sometimes your fellow classmates and teammates are hard to impress. So I'm just happy.
I think I may be interviewing the wrong Carter. What do you think your coach, Butch Carter, is thinking right now after seeing you hang on the rim with your elbow?
He's probably fishing, so he didn't probably get to see it. But I hope I pressed another Carter, and that's my brother. I hope he enjoyed that.
I think he did. How do you think this performance will rate over history with the Jordans and the Dominiques?
I don't know. You talking about 2 great slam dunk champions there, and I'm just happy to win, and maybe one day I'll look back at the tapes and compare, but I'm not going to compare. I'll let others compare.
Sometimes you can't duplicate a feat. Do you look forward to coming back next year and defending the title?
I don't know. I don't mind. I don't mind.
All right, I think the commissioner needs to talk to you over here.
With high-flying moves and power jams, Vince Carter racked up a score of 98 to win the NBA.com Slam Dunk 2000 championship. Presenting the award to our champion at center court is NBA Commissioner
So
David
the
Stern.
Slam Dunk competition has made its return.